All right. We are live on Facebook, live on YouTube. I'm trying to get us live on Instagram.
What about TikTok?
Nah, I ain't got enough followers yet.
Get your followers game up.
I'm trying to. All right, so let's see here.
I'm still here.
All right, you good? I'm trying to make sure. Okay, we can see the chat. All right, can y'all see the chat?
Yeah, I see messages from audience.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So that'll start to come up. We should be good to go.
I got a few topics and questions since this is the first time I've been on with any ladies, which I've been begging you to get the ladies on.
Yeah,
so that we can
yeah.
debate this thing out, Kamala. We're going to debate this thing out, Kamala.
Is it the hot spot? Did he call me Kamala?
I think so.
Oh,
We're going to debate
get on the wrong foot.
He don't know who he's talking to yet.
He don't know who he's talking to.
He don't know. He don't know.
Oh boy.
Look, she done sat up and everything. She said, hold up.
Wait, I got my pen.
I love it.
Yeah. Hey, so what's up, y'all, man? Welcome to the ItsMENtalPodcast. I am your host, the DJ Benzie. And if you watching right now, I see we only got one person on Facebook watching right now. But when y'all log on, share this, man. Invite some people to the show. We getting back started. We live here. This is brought to y'all by Do Well Entertainment. I see y'all coming on. Brought to y'all by Do Well Entertainment. I got some very special people with me tonight. We're going to change this thing up. So if y'all been following the show, y'all know normally it's me and I have a guest or two. But a lot of my guests started flaking on me over the summer and I couldn't keep it going just me every week. And I didn't want y'all to just be tired of me talking. So I invited some people on and they're going to roll with me. We're going to do this thing. This is a group effort now. I might be the originator. What's the originator, innovator? I don't know what he was saying back in the day. But that was me. But this is a group effort. This is a team effort. And we're going to ride this thing till the wheels fall off. So I got with me my boy, Denny Moe. Y'all know him. He was actually, if y'all don't know him, he was my coach in DJing. He introduced me to the DJ game and got me started in business doing that and parties. And I got one of the coolest free thinkers that I did meet on social media. This is Shy. She's here. She's going to give us a lot of insight, a lot of wisdom. And we got a few other people that's going to join us when they can. We're having some technical difficulties. But, man, chime in with us. We need to get these followers up. So y'all like, share, invite somebody, tag somebody. We are live, and we're going to go in. So I'm going to start it off. So let me ask y'all this. Denny Moe, I know you single right now, right? You're not in a situationship or an entanglement or nothing like that, right?
Not dating, no situations, not dating.
Okay. And Shy, single?
Oh, this is Atlanta. We're all entangled and single.
At the same time.
Everyone's entangled and single.
At the same damn time.
At the same damn time. I love it.
You be in a relationship and don't even know you in one.
Wait, all right. Since y'all both was in Atlanta, or Denny was in Atlanta, Shy, you still there? Tell me about what does that mean? Like, how does it work out there?
Do we have time? Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
come on.
Is this part 1 of 5 series?
Right. We need a series for Atlanta. Atlanta is different. It's very different. I'm originally from Detroit, so I had to come down here. It takes you at least 4 years to get acclimated to Atlanta.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's a very, very different place, right?
Really?
It's just a very different place. And you mean as far as dating specifically?
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's
a different place.
Thank you. I don't know even where to start.
I can tell you this. I moved down there coming off of a divorce, and so I was kind of getting buck wild. It was during COVID. Atlanta was not closed during COVID. They wouldn't even wear masks.
Not at all.
Okay.
And so one thing I did have an appreciation of, the black women down there were about their business. They stood on business 10 toes deep, 10 toes down. They would be like owners of their own businesses and stuff. But being down there, fresh single, when it's 17 women to one man, one heterosexual man, we can be candid, right? I ask this every time.
Man, be blunt. When it's 17 blunt.
To 1, I noticed that it's a difference in approaching women out there than it is out here. As well as I had drinks sent to my table at times, If I went to
Okay.
the cigar bar by myself and I was just
That part.
maybe waiting on a couple of my partners and I'm smoking a stogie, and I might get a glass of wine sent to my table. But then I'm gonna be a conversationalist, or I might buy someone. I might see somebody and just strike up conversation, and they converse with you back and forth, and you kind of kicking it, right? But the thing is, it's the trust issue out there. Yeah, we might have a great conversation, but man, I don't trust you yet. I don't know, like you might
What
be.
you mean?
I gotta make sure you are a woman. No, that's 100%.
What
I
is
gotta
that
trust you are
bad?
a woman without doing this.
Oh
Number
man.
two, you could be with a woman
Oh.
and trying to see who you bringing into the situation. Number three, you could be married woman and out because you mad at your man and you gonna do what you do. And four, you could be dating somebody or have dated six people that's normals, regulars at the bar. And now I'm about to be number seven. And
Oh
you know what I'm
man.
saying? Now that's just the men's side. The women have a whole different side to
So
it that they
okay.
trust.
Wait, so Shy, is it really a lot of just gay men out there like that? Is it really that bad?
Yes, it is.
Really?
Oh, Atlanta
Yes,
and
it is.
Gomorrah.
I remember when I first got here and I went to Piedmont because it's the biggest, like most beautiful park, and I went. It
Mm,
was such a beautiful park, all greenery, and it was just a shock. I mean, I did not see. You know how you see at the park during the daytime, like in the
right.
middle of the week, you might see, moms with their
Uh-huh.
babies in a
Kids.
stroller or something. No,
Right.
you were seeing two men with a stroller with like puppy dogs inside.
And let me tell you, they flyer than you. They
It's
Ooh,
flyer than
oh, they
you. They
fired at
still
her?
flyer. They money longer. Pause. No Diddy. You know what I'm saying? But no. Like, and don't get me wrong. They're a wonderful group of people. They've never been disrespectful. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like I've never been approached. I was approached in Cali, not in Atlanta. I guess they do like I don't know. I was on the motorcycle set too. So
Oh,
okay.
okay.
yeah, I was on the motorcycle set. But yeah, you'll be anywhere, and they man, when I say they they fancy and fantastic,
Hmm. So
and
so
flaming
I
and
guess I
fabulous,
guess what alarms me is right is like it's us, right? It's a whole lot of us in Atlanta, right? And
we're a
and
majority. Yeah.
we're the majority in that area, right? In that area of Georgia. Why is it that whereas the majority of us is that type of chaos going on?
Well, you gotta understand the group. Homosexuality is in every city,
Well, I'm
but
not talking about just homosexuality. I'm talking about that, including all the drama that goes on with dating, like the whole.
It's like being at a black high school or a black college.
Ah, okay,
This is town of
I got you.
HBCU. You ever been to a black high school?
Yeah,
Drama,
yeah,
jokes. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? It's just a large black high school with
Okay.
money.
So the struggles with dating, Shy, talk to me. What are some of the struggles that you deal with when dating out there?
One of them is what Danny Mo just talked about. The women are very, very forward.
Mm,
So when you run like someone like me, who's a little bit more traditional, and want
okay.
the man to take an approach or the man to be more forward, it's very, very difficult for me. I'm having to rethink my approach process, which I'm not as comfortable with.
Mm,
Maybe even just inhibitions and starting to speak to men more, the
Yeah.
yeah.
first for the first time because they're used to it now. They're used to the women
Hmm.
just and I have girlfriends like that who are just like, these are my hoes, and I'm just like, girl, no. But this is the atmosphere, you know,
Yeah.
it's the atmosphere. The women are very, very forward and the men are more demure.
Good God.
Dang.
Man, we calling me Demir. Man, I ain't no Demir.
I'm just saying. For like,
Ah,
that's the first word that came to mind.
And
yeah. Oh
everybody
man.
smokes weed. Everybody smokes in a state that is illegal.
Well, I mean, everybody smoking weed here is just legal. That's the
Right.
difference. That's the only difference here. So, Denny Mo, with you being back and forth, right? You was here, then you went there, you came back here, and I know you was married a little bit before you left. But what's the difference in dating in LA versus dating
Oh,
in
they're
Atlanta?
pretentious, and they expect you to roll the red carpet out, and
Wait,
that's
here?
one of the topics
You
I
talking
wanted
about
to
here?
bring up. Yeah,
Here in
out in
LA?
LA. Oh,
Okay,
LA
talk
is
to me.
freaking
Talk to me. Talk to me about the red
I
carpet. What
mean,
they
you
want?
got, people used to say all the time, like, "Oh my God, you guys are pretentious out there, a bunch of Kardashians." Like that's the mentality is, I am the queen of the universe, and you should chase me and want me and chase me and chase me and want me and chase me and roll out and do everything for me. And that's one
Mm,
of the things because I've been noticing on social media, a lot of the women's posts be saying stuff like, "Ladies, if you don't have a man that's willing to do this and that, or if this everything is about what the man can do for the woman, but you rarely see posts about what can a woman do for me. Hey man, is she willing to do this? She's a good woman. You don't see that. It's all about he's a good man if he's gonna do this, that, and that, and that, and that. And that's the mentality of LA.
mm,
You gotta be doing this, that, and that. Now women choose their man. They like a man, they gonna look at him like Shy can be in Atlanta and give somebody the eye a couple
mm.
of times. And she could do some little sneaky little woman stuff like tap him like, hey, how you doing? And walk away. He gonna chase her.
Right, right, right. He
It's
gonna
still
chase.
there. He might be like, hey, I noticed especially like if you in a dancing lounge or something, because you know a lot of lounges.
Mm.
But out here, shoot, man, you buy a woman a drink, she be done turned around and had dinner from another person. Can I get my
that
$8 back?
yeah, that don't really mean nothing. That don't mean nothing out here.
Don't
That
mean
don't mean
nothing.
nothing.
Buying
That
her a
don't mean
drink don't
nothing.
mean nothing.
So, Shy, so from your perspective as a woman, is that how it is? Because you said you're a little old school. You're not the Atlanta type. You're not the go and buy a man a drink and all that. So, talk to me.
I'm
How is the
shy.
dating for you?
No, that's why it's slow. You know,
Okay.
having to just because, and I'm a busy person as well, so I've
Mm,
gotten I'm not consistent enough, because
mm,
I'm not constantly, whereas old school, so I'm having to change and come into 2024 dating, the modern dating,
oh, the
you
modern dating.
yeah,
Okay.
the modern dating. I'm having to come into that because used to be, I mean, how do you feel? Because you guys, it used to be where you guys would kind of, hit a girl up. Oh, she didn't hit me up. You might hit her back up a couple of days later.
Mm.
I feel like men are like very impatient, especially in this area in this time where it's like I hit you up, you ain't hit me back, and it's like
Well,
I
everything's a microwave society, right? That's what we live in now.
yeah,
So it's like you see that message, it popped up, it's on your screen. It either came in blue or it came in green, whatever type of phone you got. You seen
right.
it, why you didn't reply? I ain't talked to you in 3 days. What's happening? So that's kind of the society we live in. But
I think too, though, with social media and we now being in everybody's business, and knowing what the background, the trust issue is okay. If I pull your number and I call you the next day, are you in a situationship that you ain't gonna answer for 4 days because you're dealing with him, and then you hit me up 5 days later like want to go out, and I'm like, well, dang, you wait till Friday to say do you want to go out? That means I'm paying, so you're
yeah.
asking me out to pay for you. So now I don't trust like you. Why you couldn't answer the phone on Wednesday when we could have just had conversations? But you might have been dealing with old boy. You know what I'm
So
Or
saying?
I might
so
have been going to work, doing my side
mm,
That's true.
hustles, making sure
mm,
my kid get to his baseball and taking my
okay.
kid to bed.
100%. Hundred
Okay.
percent. Now that's why I text first. But the women say they don't want you to text them. See, I text you because you might be busy and got time for a phone call. Text me back. Hey, you. Thanks for the text me. Let's talk at such and such a time. That's courtesy. But that you don't get that. You see what I'm saying? So if I'm texting you, then it's like, oh, said all they want to do is text and getting you dropping your DMs. So now y'all don't trust the
I'm
men because we in your DMs.
I'm on the fence. It depends what you text. If you text hey, you might not get nothing back because I ain't got time for hey. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of women
Mm.
say that, and I agree.
They do.
But if
So what
you're
is
texting full sentences, then yes,
mhm.
I'll take the time to text you back.
So Shy, talk to the men. Talk to men. So hey is not a good thing for them to say. What would be a good opening text message line for a man to hit you up with?
Um, it's divine. How was your day? My day was crappy. My day was good. I just got back from the gym. What's up? What are you doing? I know
Mhm.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Okay.
yo,
So
that's more wrong.
basically a conversation starter. Give me
A
a conversation.
conversation starter. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey does
Okay.
not work for me.
because if she don't want to talk to you, she ain't gonna respond anyway.
Hey does not
uh,
work for me. Hey is for
Yeah,
horses. My grandma told me that one.
hey, it's for horses.
but I mean, I think first text message is like, hey, is almost like hello. Hey, I'm trying to get your attention. Hello. Hey, how you
Yeah,
doing?
but she's saying you can say, "Hey there, how are you? Hope all is well. It was good to meet you."
Yeah, yeah,
Some
yeah.
type
I
of
agree with that.
effort.
But some
Effort
men be
is the
like
word.
WTH or WTD with or WYD. Like that's not a conversation
Well,
starter. No.
what you doing? Why you, oh, yeah, WYD. Okay.
Come on, millennial, you supposed to know this stuff.
You threw me off. You threw
Now
too
let
many
me
different
tell you,
I'm
letters out
telling
there.
my age, I guess,
Shy looks like you in your 30s, maybe early
I
30s
said
or
I'm a
something.
little older, so.
How much older?
I'm gonna tell you where she can win if she and I'm gonna tell you who gonna get her if she go to these cigar lounges. Them old boys is gonna be on her. Them Mac Daddies now they 55. Said what's up, man? They walking around with them hats on and
They love
suits
me at the
and
cigar
they got
lounge.
their stogies. And
Look
don't
at you
let her
trying to
like
play
one up.
matchmaker.
He's
You
true.
know I'm
He's
telling
true.
the truth.
He's true. He's true.
Okay, okay.
Oh
So
yeah.
Shy, I'm gonna ask you this. So, Denny Mo, you mentioned earlier, it's never what women can bring to the table, right? It's always what the man. That's how it is in LA, right?
It's like the
What do you have?
social media that all you see is, if your man can't do this, or if get you a man that's willing to give up everything for this and that for you, but you
Mm-hmm.
never. And I'm telling you, that comes across my feed all day. But
Mm-hmm.
I never see ladies. What can you give for your man? What are you willing to do? And I don't see that.
Now, I will say this on I see that on Facebook a lot. I agree with you. I see that. But on Instagram, there is a trend that's happening of women who are changing that narrative. They're literally going there and they're saying, ladies, stop being like this. If you got a good man, you hold on to him, you take care of him, you cook for him, you don't give him no back talk, have sex with him every single day. If he got a job, have sex with him every day because he got a job and he take care of home. That narrative of women just sitting back and making a man cater to them, it's starting to be a trend on Instagram. Now, Facebook, you right, Denny Mo. I see that all day long. It's always get
It's a
you a
trend.
man like this. Men ain't, if he ain't this, if he ain't that. But it's different on Instagram for some reason. It's they trying to change that narrative.
Yeah, I definitely see the narrative change.
Yeah, I see the
It's just
narrative start to
even
change.
amongst women, the way we speak, because I'm a woman in those type groups. Whereas all women, I definitely
Mhm.
see the narrative change. I do.
Yeah. And what do you think the cause of that is? Because it seemed like women are starting to call other women out.
I think it's that whole, gold digger, we went through that for a while where
Yeah.
um at first it was like a percentage of the women that were dating for financial reasons, okay, and it was
Hmm.
sort of accepted, and this whole older man younger woman thing was sort of accepted, and now you see that narrative changing. Like you see a lot of people saying he's too old or she's too young. You didn't see that before. it was it
No,
was,
you
it
didn't.
was accepted,
Right.
so I think that's what's happening.
Mm. Denny Mo, what happened to you? I just see like
I'm
your
looking
head.
for a
Are you
couple of these
frozen?
posts. I'm looking for a
Right.
couple of posts that I saw.
You
Oh,
frozen?
okay. Right. You frozen. Your head like on the side of the screen. Wait, I wanted to ask Shy about. I hope I think I screenshotted it. I was like, oh, I want to talk about this.
Something I
I don't-
posted. Something I posted.
yeah, it was good too.
Lord,
I
I
had it ready.
posted.
Oh, here we go. I found it. I found it. Denny Ma, can you hear me?
I hear you. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna read it. This is what she posted. That's what she said. I'm about to read
Who
it.
is she?
Which
Who?
She
one?
posted it. She said, "Niggas live with their mama, drop
Who said this?
Already.
drop earthing to ride four siblings, love their homeboys and friends, sleep in the bed with their teenage daughters, but still ain't got a wife. You never left your mama's tilt and just had a baby, but skip becoming one with a forever mate. That ish is strange. And get that little girl her own room." I
Is
had to
she
say
dating
it.
young people?
Wait,
I'm
Who
not
wrote that?
saying you doing nothing foul, but that
you need to
is
read
just don't
that.
look right. It's
You-
inappropriate. Now tell me where that post came from. I
Wait,
need
who
to
wrote that?
know.
That
It's
came from Shy?
true.
Shy wrote that.
I wrote it,
Shy.
but he didn't really read it fluently. But
Right.
Shy.
I think I was on one that day. But it's true. You have a lot of men who skip the marriage, skip the wife part, skip the long term mate, the partnership, or whatever you want to call it. They go straight from being on their mama titty and being in their mama house or always being with their mama to straight raising children. And usually they raising children with their mothers or their aunties or whoever. Um,
Mm.
How
or
old
they're
are they?
staying with these children without ever trying to create a family. So that is a big, huge issue in our community. Huge
Mm.
issue.
How old are these men that you've been dating?
Now I take this from just not just my personal experience, some from my personal experience, I ain't gonna lie, but not just from my personal experience, but from just like y'all, social media, friends in real life, you know what I'm saying? When people are talking, and that's what's happening. And sometimes I'm hearing it from the women too, like, you don't have to you don't that whole don't stay or try for the kids. Why not? If you're not being abused, if there's a child involved and you're pregnant and that man knows you're pregnant, you impregnated that woman, then why are we not trying for the child? Why are we not putting some effort into creating a black family?
I agree with that. I think
I
I
can
think there
understand
should be
that. I
some
thought you was
effort
mad
there.
about the men leaving their mama going sleeping with their daughter. I was like,
Sleeping
what?
there with their dog.
No,
But I think
these
she was
men
just saying,
actually, yeah, in the bed with their
Well,
daughters.
I
It's
yeah,
think I think what you're
really
seeing is
cute.
men who are saying, I'll be here for my kids. I don't like the mama, but I'm here for my kids, whereas black fathers were not there for their kid. Would you rather this man be taking care of his kids or at his mama house playing Nintendo, not taking care of his kids or with the mama? So let's give him a step in it in progress of okay, you always with your kids. Yeah, he always with his kids. That's something we ain't seen. I didn't coming up. I ain't
I
seen
didn't either.
men
I didn't either.
with their kids. So now you got a man with his kids and his mama and his auntie. Now you got the whole village helping, and she mad because he now has support and don't need her.
Because he impregnated her and
But what I'm
changed her
saying
life
is,
and changed her body and then never
no, but
tried to create a family with her and a child.
maybe he did. Maybe she was
Well, that's
difficult to
my
deal
point.
with.
My
Maybe
point
she was a
was
baby mama.
these are my point. My point is the men that feel like it's not imperative to try to create a family with
Mm.
these
But do we
women.
know that's their narrative, or that what we're saying it is because of what we see? Have you asked black men who don't have a girlfriend but they do have kids that they are in their kids' life? Why aren't you with the mama?
I think you
But you
got
need to
both. I
ask them that.
honestly
You
think
have
I think
both.
you have both. You have
Yeah.
both. You have black men that want to build that family, but it just didn't work out, right? They want to
Mhm.
try it. It was a relationship. You got pregnant. Let's try to make it work, but it just didn't work out, right? But you also got black men that, oops, I got you pregnant. That was never the intent. I never
Mhm.
wanted you pregnant. I didn't want to keep you around, but I want to take care of my baby. So I think that's kind of what you're saying, Danny Mo. At the very least, they are at least taking care of their baby. So that is a step in the right direction. However, the ultimate goal is to keep the black nuclear family together. That's how you
Right.
grow. That's how you grow as a people, right?
As a
The way
culture. Yes.
the way they broke us down back in the day was to separate the black family. How do you weaken a group of people? You separate the family. You take the fathers out the home. You create discourse between the father and the mother. You make the mother dependent on the state to take care of her and her child, and now you've weakened a race of people. And that's kind of what's happened to us. So the overall idea is let's strengthen the black community by bringing back together the black family.
I think
Exactly.
that's what Shai is trying to say. Yeah, I was just saying like, but this is the thing too. I think one of the biggest things we never talk about that men have to teach the men, and maybe the women with sons have to teach is you need to get your pullout game right. All this mistakes is we doing. There's too many mistakes over 50 years. I ain't
Agreed.
had kids. I've been married once, but I didn't have no pullout game when I was married. I didn't have to. But since when I'm not married, pullout game is on point. Get your pullout game right. Stop all
Agreed.
this. All this. You got 5 and 6 kids by 3 baby mamas. Who raised you? And
That's a
stop
good
saying I
question,
ain't
Lee.
had no daddy. But your mama running around here sticking up for you to all the baby mamas.
But that's the
I,
same mentality. It's the same mentality that you're talking about that I'm talking about. it's the mentality. So what? This child is going to be created. It's the same mentality that because it takes a what's the word I'm looking for? A disciplined mentality for you to pull out. You know what I'm saying? Discipline, and it works. The pull out method works. I mean, I don't care who want to argue. It works.
Sometimes it can be the most disappointing
Everybody
act
done
you
used the
make.
pull-out method before.
Sometimes it can be the most disappointing act you make, but you ain't got no choice.
Man, you
Because
rather be disappointed in that moment than 9 months later.
13 seconds after that, you like, damn.
Right.
The
Right.
man's mentality changes after that 4 second
Yeah, the whole
situation.
mentality changes.
Homie Ted's like, what the hell?
Like,
Like, literally, the
what?
beer goggles go away. You be like, this is what you look like? Damn.
Oh my goodness.
No,
That's
swear to God.
terrible.
Swear to
But I
God.
don't even think it's this is what you look like. I think it's, dang, I can't see myself really with you. Like, not for real, for real. It's more of that. It's more like, yeah, I hit it, but that's it. That's all I got. All right,
And we
somebody asked the
talk
question
about
though.
discipline though, right? Because if you really feel that way, condoms are here.
True.
Oh
That's
yeah, it's discipline. Like you
responsibility.
said, it's discipline.
Discipline, responsibility.
Okay.
For those
Absolutely.
who are allergic to condoms,
It's a thread. There's a theme here.
condoms have a belly button in the back, smaller the back. Go ahead.
Everybody done been there. Everybody done been there.
Oh boy.
So Leaf asked a question. I like that. He said, "How can you build families with I don't need a man, woman?" I think he said,
Can
"How
you
do you build
bring
a
Leaf
family?"
on, man? Give Leaf the link, man.
I
I
would.
was trying to get on his thing the other day, man. I need to get on with Leaf. You gotta
I didn't
bring
even
Leaf
see
on.
him. I didn't even see him. But he said, "How can you build a family?" I think what he's saying is, "How can you build families with the mentality of I don't need a man or I don't need a woman?" Because there's people out there where I don't need a man. I don't need no man. I'll take care of myself.
Now, I saw Leaf say, "Hey, work." So that's the type of woman that he's pulling in.
Well, you can't call him out like that. Hold on. He works in Atlanta for sure. Hey.
So, hey, you finish how you start, bro.
Hey, Shy gonna call it. Shy don't miss nothing, do she?
No, she don't. She own it. She own it.
Midwest
She
woman
own it.
right there,
But you
boy.
do. But you do have women who say they don't need a man. I think they've to me that's a sign of masculinity of a woman saying I don't need what I need a man for. I don't need no man.
Are
I
they
don't need no
still
man.
saying that, or is that kind of the
Yeah, what?
old 2000s, 2000?
It's less of I don't need a man. They don't need what they're saying is I don't need a relationship. They'll go and have sex and they'll go have someone take them to dinner and spend money on them and all this other stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like I don't need no man to live my life. I don't need my man to be successful. That mentality is definitely still out there.
I think I'm seeing more of I need a man to take care of me.
You
That's
see
what
both, I think. I
I've
think
seen
you
them
Like
more of
see
that.
both.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a need or a want. I think
I
it's a
think the
want.
mentality has to change. First of all, I think it's taught behavior. What they're learning from social media, from life, and then from whatever they come from. But you know, I think it's a learned behavior too. But I think the mentality has to change if you're gonna really talk about building families. You have to want to kind of like what Leaf is trying to get to. Like you have to want to need that person. I know I need a wife. I need a real wife.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's certain things going that be chaotic in my life that I know she can bring kind of bring me down to a mellow or
Like
whatever.
structure. She'll get you some structure.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
watching the Bobby Brown documentary, I mean the little show, and his wife said, "I'm his manager." Actually, isn't every wife their husband's manager? And I was like, that's kind of dope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Absolutely.
Because
True.
y'all can do
Absolutely.
1950 things at once.
True.
Working
Right.
The
on one thing.
intangible.
One thing.
It's
One
a lot
thing.
of intangibles, and I think in our community, and you asked earlier, Benzie, like, what is really going on? I think in our community, they give niggas money. That's what because we so dollar oriented, and it's a capitalistic society, so everyone is dollar oriented. But the thing
Mhm.
is, we haven't, and if you haven't noticed, I'm for the culture. We haven't
Absolutely.
built that foundation yet to switch to that capitalistic mindset. And so we
Mm.
still building the foundation and switch to the capitalistic mindset. We making money, You know what I'm saying? We so
Right,
money
right.
oriented, we don't understand like what Denny Mo was saying about the intangibles that we bring towards one another in a relationship. And I don't think that we value that enough.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
true.
No,
But you
that's
know what?
true.
It's not talked about. It's not talked about. It's not glorified either. Like we don't glorify it in our music. We don't talk about it on our, the famous people. They don't talk about that. And half of them is married. Half of these
Right.
people, they don't rap about it, but they
Yeah.
married. I mean, Cardi B and them, they broke up. Their marriage ended in shambles, but they had the desire to be married. They understood that they need a family. You know what I'm saying? It was terrible, but that's something that they understood. Whatever's going on behind closed doors, people are doing. But at the end of the day, what they're rapping about, what they're selling to our communities, is not what they truly believe in, and it's tearing up our young people. Honestly, it's messing up our the next generation that's coming up because they have that mindset. Danny Mo, that you talking about. What can he buy me, or what can he take care of me, or
Yeah.
what can how much money do we got? What kind of car is he driving? But not would this person make a good husband? You know what I mean? Would this person make a good father? Could we build together? Could we grow in business together? Couldn't you be is this woman good enough? She fine. She got a big old booty, but could she be my manager? You know what I mean? Let's see. This,
And
she said,
too, I heard somebody say, if my only job is to give, provide, pay, give, provide, pay, give. What's the point of being married? I can get the cat anywhere. Why would I get into a relationship where my only thing I'm supposed to do is just give, provide, work, give, provide, work? What are you doing for me? Then it's,
yeah.
well, why do I have to bring something to the table? Because I'm the only one going to be eating at the table if you ain't bringing nothing. Because you're not sitting at my table when I
Ooh.
provided it.
Mm.
Providing something too.
So so I'm gonna read these two comments. I'm gonna ask you a question about that. She said there's a big difference between needing and, as Melissa, need a big difference between needing and wanting a spouse in your life. A person can say I don't need, but it doesn't mean they don't want. That's true. They might
Oh,
want
I
it.
100% agree.
They might want it. And then Leaf said you can't embrace or create an alliance and conduct yourself as a competitor.
Now
That's
that.
good. Relationships are about giving. And I agree with that. Both sides got to be giving. And if you ain't got nothing to give, then how can we have a relationship? You got to have something to give. Something. You might not have a 6-figure job, but do you got a business mind that's crazy where we can start a business? Are you administrative so you can run my business while I'm working? Do you have a marketing mind so you can market? Can you, I don't know, are you innovative? Can you bring something to the table? Something other than big booty? You got something else?
Okay. You mean something in addition to big booty.
But
Okay.
Yeah,
and
something else, something in
one thing
addition
you
to.
just said,
Not other than.
one thing you just
Right.
said, Busy, and about the giving, because I like take this example, like on the smallest level.
Mhm.
If I'm dating Shy, I'm just using you as an example finally because there's a woman on the podcast. If I'm dating Shy and I go visit her and we're gonna have us, some dinner or something, or we're gonna kick it, and I walk in and I see trash and I automatically just get it and take it out. That's my giving. She didn't have to ask.
Oh,
Same thing
say
if
it
she come to my
again.
house and my
Wait,
bed ain't
wait,
made.
wait, wait, Shy, did you just get turned on for him taking out
But
the trash?
listen,
Shy, whoa,
Trash.
she leaned
that's
all the
that's
way back.
She been in Atlanta too long. She in Atlanta too long. Girl,
I'm starving for some
she been in Atlanta
Detroit.
too long. But think about this. But think about this. If she come to my house and my bed ain't made, and she then pulls the bed, start making it, and then put the 900 pillows on there like they do, and then now the house looks all clean. That's her giving. Now that's the smallest, the least, right? That's not what
Yeah,
we're saying marriage is. But
right.
multiply that by what I'm able to do without you learning and learning what
Mhm.
what I need to be doing. Not saying gender roles, but just roles. Period. You know what I'm saying? When
Yeah.
I'm dating someone, especially if I'm dating out of state, whenever I'm in town, I bring flowers. That's just me. I grab the trash. You know what I'm saying? If something's loose, even in my sister's house, if there's like screws loose, I'm like, give me your tools. I need to tighten that because I don't like to
Mhm.
see.
You don't cut the grass. You might have yourself a
Now I ain't
date.
cutting no grass. I don't know, man. Especially that Georgia grass, man. That Georgia grass, 20 acres, man. No, no. We hire people for that. We hiring people in
Hey,
Georgia for grass cutting.
hey, right. I ain't doing that. I'll hire
But
somebody
you
in a
understand
second.
what I'm saying? The aspect I
Yeah.
think saying, I want to be giving. This is me wanting to be in a relationship. Do I need it? Yes. Do I want it? Yes. Put those two together, and then
Yes.
now you're ready for a relationship.
Thank you for
Absolutely.
saying that, because that comment that said it's that you need it just as well as you want. You know,
Yeah.
you want certain things, yes, but there's certain things that you need whether you're aware of it or not.
Oh yeah. I like what you said, Leaf. You said winning roles, not gender roles, but winning roles. Winning roles.
Absolutely.
Where can you win at? When can you win at? All right. So hey, I'm gonna pause the topic right here. This was good. So just so y'all know, those who are watching, this was just for y'all to get a feel of what's to come, right? I love it. I love the chemistry. I love the conversation. We kind of just threw something out here and we was just gonna run with it. Just gave you about 30, 40 minutes of what we got to come, man, on Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 Eastern Time in Atlanta, where Shy is. We're gonna be on here. We're gonna be rocking. We're gonna be talking about. We're not just gonna be talking about dating. We're not gonna be talking about relationships all the time. We're gonna be talking about politics. We're gonna be talking about this fake storm that I think is going on in Florida. Y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all don't want to. Y'all don't want to go there. It's a real storm, but y'all don't want to know how I think it started. But we're gonna go there another time because we ain't got the time. And but we're gonna dive into stuff like that. We're gonna talk about this election. We're gonna talk about debates, and we're just gonna talk about Black culture. We're gonna talk everything, man. We're gonna talk about sports too, Denny Mo, because you know how you like to flip teams from time to time.
Shut up.
Whoever's winning.
Go Dodgers.
Oh, see, look at you.
I need a warning when we're talking about sports, so I can.
Hey, the Braves lost, man. The Braves lost.
So you can brush up. Yeah, I'll let you know. Hey, y'all, chime in with us each and every week. Shy, thank you so much. Amazing. Denny Mo, hey, 4 weeks sober. You sound like a whole new man, dude. Real talk. I love it,
Hey,
man.
I'm gonna take it one day at a time, brother.
One day at a time. I'm if you with me, I ain't gonna let you mess up, dude.
Right.
I ain't gonna let you.
Don't come with me.
Well, I didn't hear it.
So I said, don't go with her. She gonna have you messed up.
Don't come with me. Don't come to Atlanta.
I already know.
I'm how you off the wagon.
Be on Peachtree Ave, like, huh?
I love it, man. I love the chemistry. It's dope that y'all both, spend time in Atlanta, both from the D. I love it, man.
That's
we got a few other people that's gonna be on our show.
Right there.
Yeah.
I don't even know nothing about that. I know that's y'all. That's y'all thing. Y'all got that. But yeah, man, thank y'all so much for being on. Everybody that tuned in, man, tell somebody. I'm gonna get some flyers made. I'm gonna send this out. We're gonna promote. We're gonna grow this thing, man. The audience, y'all just as much a part of this show as we are. I'm gonna bring some of y'all on. Leaf, I gotta bring you on, my brother. There's some other people out there. I'm gonna bring y'all on, and we just gonna rock this thing out, man.